You are watching the Jannik Sinner versus Carlos Alcaraz. The match will begin very soon. Kindly make sure to subscribe, bro. I'll be talking about the preview. This could be the blockbuster match. Will begin in just 12 to 15 minutes. Jannik Sinner and Carlos Alcaraz turned every tournament have turned every tournament they enter into a two-man show, with the rest of the field often reduced to supporting roles, much like the Big Three era, which sparked debates about whether such dominance made the sport too predictable. Their rivalry is shaping the same narrative. They have met in the final of each of the last four events they both contested, and the streak now extends to the US Open. This marks the first time in the Open era and that the same two players will contest the final of three Grand Slams in a single season. The rivalry, long regarded as most thrilling matchup on tour and consistently played at a higher level than almost any other, took an extra spice at Wimbledon. Their Yannick Sinner finally snapped his frustrating losing streak against Carlos Alcaraz with a four-set win, ending the Spaniard two-year reign at the tournament. That result sparked intrigue about where this rivalry was headed, but their subsequent clash in the Cincinnati Masters final offered little clarity as Sinner was unwell and retired in the opening set. All eyes now turn on the US Open and answers, while Sinner and Alcaraz are almost certain to face off several more times this season. This clash carries special weight. A victory for Sinner would cement his Grand Slam dominance in 2025 with a 3-1 edge, while Alcaraz can even the score at 2-2, just as they ended last year, keeping their rivalry perfectly balanced. Adding to the stakes, the winner will also rise to world number one next week. Yannick Sinner's shaky fitness record, which has only gradually improved over the past 2 years, means any physical issue must be treated with caution. That makes the medical team timeout he required for an abdominal problem during his fourth-set semifinal win over Felix Auger Aliassime, a warning sign ahead of the final, where he will likely be pushed to 4 or 5 sets. That said, challenges are nothing now to Sinner. He has faced obstacles at every slam this year, from entering the Australian Open under the cloud of a potential suspension to returning from a 3-month ban with limited match time at Roland Garros to bouncing back from disappointing of losing the French Open final and then triumphing at Wimbledon. On top of that, there have been disruptions within his team, yet he has handled it all admirably, winning two of the three previous majors ar- ar- uh, and coming agonizingly close at the French Open as well. The Italian's remarkable consistency in recent times has reached genuine big three levels, with some of his numbers and achievements during this run nothing short of staggering. This will be his fifth consecutive Grand Slam final, making him the only player outside the big three to achieve that feat. He also joins the elite company of Rod Laver, Roger Federer, and Novak Djokovic as the only man to reach all four Slam finals in a single season, and he's the youngest ever to do so. Sinner has been a particularly dominant force on hard courts. He is currently on a 27 match winning streak in hard court slams, a run that ties with him 24-time major champion Novak Djokovic and trials only Roger Federer record of 40. On Sunday, he will contest his 8th consecutive hardcourt final, a streak that began in August 2024. Carlos Alcaraz had scores to settle with Novak Djokovic after painful back-to-back defeats to the Serbian at the Paris Olympics last year and the Australian earlier this season. He delivered in style controlling their semi-final and cruising to a commanding 6-4, 7-6, 6-2 victory. With that performance, he became the first player since Roger Federer at the 2009 US Open to beat Djokovic in a hard court slam semi-final without dropping a set. The Spaniard young career has already been filed with record-breaking achievements, but this US Open feels like the start of a new chapter. He has looked composed, focused, and that sometimes wavered in matches that lacked the ruthless edge of the game's elites. Alcaraz has yet to drop a set at this campaign and aiming to become the first player ever to win the US Open without losing one. The last to come close was Roger Federer, set 2. He lost set to 2 sets in 2015 when he reached the final without dropping a set, but failed to but fail but failed to Novak Djokovic one set in the title match. This dominant run of the US Open final further strengthens Alcaraz's credential as a true all-court player. Yeah, bro. He has now reached multiple slam finals on all three surfaces, and with a win on Sunday, he would hold multiple titles across each of them. His only previous hard court slam victory also came in New Year 2022, a final that carries echoes of this occasion as the winner has was guaranteed to become the world number one next day. Alcaraz seized the moment defeating Casper Ruud, and now he has the chance to do it again. Head to head, Carlos Alcaraz lead 10-6 overall, including exhibition 3-2 in Grand Slams and 4-3 in finals. Jannik Sinner 4-1 in Slam finals. Benefited from the more favored draw, but could not make full use of it. By contrast, Alcaraz 5-1 in Slam finals comes in fitter, more confident, and carrying a stronger momentum despite being placed in the same half of the former champion Daniel Medvedev and local favorite Ben Shelton, and then having to face four-time former champion Novak Djokovic in the semi-final. In that context, given his proven age in lock demanding battles, Alcaraz will fancy his chance again in the matchup. However, that advantage could be neutralized if the forecasted rain in New York